Well, welcome, Wargamers. Josh and Guin back to bring you another episode of War of the Realms, Age of Sigmar Bat Reps. Today we're going to try 1,200 points. I'm going to try the Ogres, because I want to stick with something a little bit more familiar. And Guin, you're going to run...
Clan Pestilens.
Kind of cool. I've always been interested in an army like that, but I've never tried it, so I'm really excited to see what they do on the battlefield. Let's check out the armies and the board. Starting off looking at the Ogre army. Excuse me, we've got 2 units of Ogors that are both 6-man, so double what the minimum size is. I've got a unit of Iron Guts in the back. Up front, the 2 heroes for the army is I've got a Fire Belly. I've never used them before, and I'm kind of excited to try it out. And then I've also got a Butcher. Butcher is going to be in charge. I am going to go for Command Trait and Artifact. I'm going to go for the Talisman of Protection or Preservation. I can't remember which one it is. Anyway, the Talisman. And then I am also going to go ahead and go for Bellowing Tyrant, which will allow me to give 1 unit within D6 plus 1 to hit for the round. Over on the other side of the room here, we've got Gwyn's... It's Clan Pestilens?
Yep.
Okay.
Pestilens.
What do we have in the army?
2 battle line units of Plague Monks, one of them 20 here, one of them 10 pushing the Plague Furnace.
Okay.
Plague Furnace obviously next, which I put down on the table backwards.
There we go.
There we go. Verminlord, you get the idea.
We'll just go over here now.
I don't care if they run over some rats. Verminlord Corruptor beside it. It's my general. And Plague Priest with Censor.
Okay.
2 units of Censor Bearers, 5 in each unit.
Gotcha.
And a Plague Smog Congregation, which is made up of the Plague Censor Bearers and the Plague Furnace. It's a -1 to hit in the shooting phase, not a big deal in this battle. But it also means that their Plague Smog stuff goes off on a 2-up instead of a 4-up.
Pretty cool. And what about artifacts and the like? What have we got? Anything?
Yeah, I've got the Verminlord Corruptor. It's got the Beguiling Gem and the Great Destroyer command trait.
Very cool. And that's making up... Now, you got points left over for summoning or no?
I have 200 points left over for summoning, and I'm under by 20 points or something similar to that.
That is armies deployed on the board. The Ogres did finish first. I've got 1 unit of Ogres here, and my Fire Belly, my Iron Guts, my Butcher right there, and other unit of Ogres. Across them, we've got the...
Plague Priest and the Plague Monks, Verminlord Corruptor, the Plague Smog Congregation, and a unit of 10 Plague Monks to push the Furnace.
Very cool. We're doing the Border War scenario. So there's 4 objectives. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You hold it if at the end of your turn you have more models within 6 than the opponent does. And if you hold it, you're scoring points at the end of your turn. Each of the neutral objectives are worth 2 points. If you're scoring your own home objective, it's worth 1. And the enemy's objective is worth 4. This scenario, once you have control of one of these objectives, you don't lose until the enemy takes it away, so you're free to walk away from it. With that, I think I'm going to opt for... Because you don't have a lot of crazy range stuff at all, do you?
Nope.
I'm going to have Chaos go first. Gwyn starting off in the hero phase. What have we got?
I'm going to use my hero ability, Gnash on their bones, on these guys, so they get an extra attack with each of their weapons.
Pretty spooky.
Yeah. And range of...
Furnace now is going to go for Bless with Filth onto that unit there on a 2-up, right?
Yep, but instead it takes a mortal wound.
Off to a good start.
Yeah.
Verminlord going to cast now. Going to try to summon a Great Unclean One. What's this cast on?
9.
Alright, let's see if you get it. Not quite with an 8. Going to try for a Mystic Shield on itself.
Yep. No.
Oh, you're rolling bad. First of all, in the moving phase, the Furnace is going to run. So how far is it going?
7 inches.
Plus another 3 for a 10-inch move. Because the rats just push it way ahead. And then you've got to run it behind it, right?
Yep.
Next up, the Plague Monks are going to go. Movement 6, and they're going to run. Another 1, so they don't quite actually make it to the Furnace.
Some of them will.
Censor Bear is going to run. 6 plus another 5 for an 11-inch move. Not too shabby.
They have hyphens for saving throws, so
okay.
It doesn't really matter.
Same thing with the unit back here. They're going to run.
They're going 13 inches.
Not too shabby. They get +1 to the run?
No.
Or is it 6+6?
Oh, yeah, that's 12.
There you go. Various plague rats heading up the board nice and quick. Unit over here is going to run now.
Yep.
So 6
Actually,
plus...
the plague monk's going to run first. Not
Okay.
very far.
It's going to truffle shuffle up the board.
Schwonk.
And then the unit behind.
That's a bit better.
10-inch move. Up the board they go. Last but not least, is he running or just moving?
Just moving. Just going to hang back a little bit.
Probably smart. The end of the turn, all that's going to happen now is Guin is going to score 1 point for controlling her home objective. Over to destruction turn 1. Let's start by moving some guys up. So the ogres down here are definitely within 6 of the butcher. See how far they can go? Just an extra inch. Kind of boring, but every little bit of movement helps. Next we're going to do the butcher himself, going 4 inches. Moving over and sending up the Iron Guts now. D6 move for 6. Not a bad start for them. Going over here to the other unit of ogres. Got the fire belly telling them to go faster by 5 inches.
Nice.
Last but not least, let's send the fire belly. Only going an inch. Ugh. Continuing the hero phase, we are going to go for Bellowing Tyrant. See how big the range is. 5 inches, definitely enough for my butcher to yell at my Iron Gut, so they're going to be getting +1 to hit until my next hero phase. Going to try for a Mystic Shield onto the unit now. So show me that, was it 5 to cast?
Yes.
Always forget. Getting it with an 8. Fire Belly's going to go for a bolt over onto your Plague Furnace. So show me that 5 to cast.
Nope.
Move the battle line up the board quite nicely. I am going to go on to... I'm going to my moves now. I think we're going to start with this unit of ogres over here is going to run 6 plus another 5 for an 11-inch move. Sending that unit flying up the board. Guts are just going to simply advance towards your battle lines there. Up they go, and next I'm going to go ahead and run my Butcher. 6 plus another 2 for an 8-inch move. Back there to be able to camp home base. This unit here. I don't know, do I want to commit to a charge? Yeah, you know what, let's be aggressive. I'm going to go ahead and move them towards the rats in the ruins. Firebelly next. I think I'm going to go ahead and just run 6 plus another 3 for a 9-inch move. Bringing them right over to there. Brings us right into charge because the only guy that could shoot in the list ran. So let's try to send my Iron Guts in. 7 inches for them to be able to make contact with anything. Getting a 6 and just barely not enough to make the charge. Now let's try it over here, see what happens.
It's much less.
Charge. 6 should be enough.
Yeah.
These ogres definitely making it in, so let's pile in and get some swings. Piling the ogres in, getting a little bit farther into the ruins with a couple of them. I've got 2 that aren't able to swing. Swinging in, I'm looking for 4s to hit, but I get to reroll misses of 1 because I've got the 2 hand weapons. 4 rerolls. See if I can't convert some hits. 2. These are all wounding on 3s, and because I charge, I get the reroll 1s. So I think no matter what, that might be. We'll see.
You got 3 in?
I got 4 in there.
Yeah, that kills the unit.
Yeah, because 2 damage apiece. There's only 5 there, and you don't have a save, so you actually can't claim the cover. End of the turn, not terrible for the ogres. They're doing what they do. So I've got objective number 3 there, objective number 4, as well as objective number 2. So that is going to manage to score me a grand total of 5 points. We're rolling now to see who's going to go first in the second battle round. Guin is going to get a 6. Lucky for her.
Yeah, because it would have been over otherwise.
I got a 3. So it's going to be Chaos going first in the second turn. Over to Guin's hero phase. What do we have going on?
This one's going to Gnash Gnaw Your Bones on those.
And that's them all getting an extra attack,
Yes.
each, right? Okay. And that's the command ability?
Yes.
Okay.
General, yeah. This is going to Bless with Filth the Plague Sensors.
The same unit?
Yep.
Okay, and that's on a 2-up?
3-up.
3-up.
On a 1, I take a Mortal Wound.
Well, at least you didn't take a mortal wound this time.
Alright.
You're rolling like me.
The other Plague Priest is going to wither your Iron Guts.
Ah, okay.
That's on a 3-up as well. It'll give me a +1 to wound them. Alright.
Oh, that works. +1 to wound against the big ogres. The Vermin Lord now is going to go to try to summon a Great Unclean One on a 9. Got it. Ugh. Now, is this all your summoning points?
Yes.
Okay. Summoning right next to your Vermin Lord in the ruins. Oh, the ruins.
Yeah.
Right over
here.
there.
Here.
Great Unclean One's going to go for a Plague Wind now. This is cast on, I believe it's a 7. Was that right?
Yes, oh.
And obviously, the beam is going into the Iron Guts there. You get it. In range to try for an Unbind attempt, though. Gotta show a 10 to unbind this. No. D3 mortal wounds to my unit. 1. Next, an Arcane Bolt from the Corruptor. That definitely goes off. Another D3 mortal wounds. For another 2, doing 3 mortal wounds total. And him down to 1 wound remaining. Time for movement. We've got the Sensor Bearers are going to go ahead and move up. Yeah, 6-inch move, so they should be able to get within about 3 of the ogres there. 4 inches?
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're quite at the 3 point.
Next up, the Furnace is going to go. Still enough rats close to push it 2 inches. Just going to end up right
And
there.
stay 3 off of you. Do you want to measure that, or can you eyeball that? A little more.
Just barely. There you go. Perfect. Rats back here going to run 6 plus what's your roll back there? Another 3 for a 9-inch move. Rats here going to wander up to be within 3.
Yeah, where's the...
Plague Monks have moved up, and he was summoned on, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, he can't move. My bad.
All good. And then your Vermin Lord? Gonna stay put?
Yeah, no, he's going to inch forward, because I got to get that distance across the board. He's got a 12-inch move, so... Oh,
You're kind of free to go where you want.
your first charge, this is the important one for me.
Here's the important charge, so you gotta show a 4 to make it in. Getting a 9. Yeah, either dice would have been more than enough. In they go. Next up, the Plague Monks.
No, I'll go with this into the
The
flamethrower, dude.
the sensor into my Fire Belly.
Yep.
Okay, should be about a 6-inch charge, I think.
I think something like that.
Let's see what you get. Definitely not a 2.
We're just going to hang out there and let the ogres break us. So going forward.
Plague Monks here, see if they do any better. At least you wasted the double 1. Yeah. 7-inch charge. More than enough to make it in.
Yeah.
So this is going to be probably the big fight that decides most of this game. Everybody being able to make it on in there. Any other charges?
This guy will charge.
Send in the Vermin Lord?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, I need
4.
2 of those.
Yep. Okay, so 8-inch charge. Definitely in. Looking at this big mess here, Gwyn's going to opt to have the Sensor Bearers go first. They're all getting tons of bonuses on them, so there's going to be 20 attacks from the 5 of them. Going for Great Destroyer to see if they get any bonuses there on a 6. No. Everything hitting on 4s, re-rolling misses. Good thing you got a re-roll. That should help you out quite a bit.
You probably don't have anything that goes off on a 6, eh?
Yeah. I don't know if that's sarcasm. You don't, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, perfect. I got really scared for a minute there. And 4 ups. Done. Wounding on 2s because of what ability did you put on them again?
This was Blessed with Filth.
Right. There's a couple ones in there.
4 of them. So I think you're looking at 12.
Looking for a 4-up save because Mystic Shield and the Ren cancel each other out. So show me 4 ups. Still taking a good amount of wounds there. So there is 4. A grand total of 8 wounds. So we'll kill off this one and this one and put 1 wound remaining on, the one on the end here. Looking at my options here, I think I'm going to opt to have 1 ogre attack into your Verminlord, just try to put some damage out there, and the rest are going to attack the Plague Monk straight ahead. So the first one into the Verminlord, hitting on 3s because of Bellowing Tyrant. And then I am wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounding hits with a -1 rend.
Right, so that's a
5-up save now.
no
Neither, so that's going to be 6 damage.
3 each.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys, yeah. Awesome.
Now the rest of the unit swinging into the Plague Monks, hitting on 3s. A couple misses in there, actually 4 of them. Wounding on 3. Remember, no saves on the Plague Monks. So that is
15.
Yep, 15 wounds caused.
On the 5-up.
Pretty good swing. So now we got the Deceiver making some swings in.
Great Destroyer first for the 5-up.
Yep.
No.
Not getting it. Hitting on 3s against the ogres. And then you are wounding me on 2s. Yeah, pretty good. They're rend?
Nope.
Okay, no rend, so I still get the Mystic Shield, so I'm looking at a 3-up save. Ugh. How much damage are they each?
Just 1.
Okay, so 3 more wounds. Killing off him, and we'll put the regular one over here down to 2 wounds remaining.
What?
Next up, we have the Plague Monk swinging in. The peanut gallery showed up, so. Rolling for Great Destroyer to get the bonus to hit on a 6. I thought it was hit.
It's to wound, and it's on a 5-up because I took the command trait that increases it.
A good thing I'm not playing Chaos right now. Hitting on 4s. Not a terrible start for the ogres, at least. And then you are wounding on 3s. You get the +1 bonus. 2 wounding hits. Any rend?
Nope.
3-up save. I failed them both. 5 more attacks. And they were hitting on 4s?
Yep. Wounding on 4s.
Alright. Ah! Any rend?
Nope.
3-up. Still failed another one. So this ogre dead, and my standard bearer has 3 wounds left. Cool. Over to Battle Shock, the Plague Monks. Yeah.
I don't even have to roll. I lost 15 of them. I think their bravery's 4.
Iron Guts are bravery 7, and I managed to lose 4 of them. So D6 minus 3 are going to run away. They're hanging in there. Over to the Ogre Hero phase. I think we're going to start off with a... I got to do some damage here. I also want to keep my ogres alive, so let's go for a Mystic Shield over here onto that unit of Iron Guts. I'm getting it with a 9. I assume you want to try to unbind that?
Yeah, I'll unbind from this one.
Yep, got to show 10.
There's range on it?
I'm pretty sure we got range there. Yep. Okay, Grin and Clean one, got to show a 10.
No.
Over here, Firebelly is going to go for a... Let's go for a bolt into your big sensor.
Cool.
Getting it with an 11.
Try it.
Need to show a 12 with a Verminlord to be able to unbind. Not getting it.
It's 12.
12. No. D3 mortal wounds for 2 mortal wounds onto the furnace. Real quick, a little bit of housekeeping. The Verminlord's got an ability where if a unit suffers a wound, then on a 2 it takes a mortal wound at the end of the phase.
Yeah.
So there would have been 1 more mortal wound that would have went on to that one. And the universe is balanced out again.
Yep.
Now we're going to go on to my moves for being destruction. Start off with the ogres here. They're going to move D6 for a 4-inch move. Moving a little bit closer to get in against that furnace, hopefully. Firebelly now, same thing. Going to get to move 2 and go boop, boop, up nice and close. Butcher is terrified of these things, so he's going to try to hightail it out of here. D6 move for 5 inches. End him up right there. This unit's not close enough to take advantage of that. I'm also going to go for the Bellowing Tyrant onto my Iron Guts there. And I guess I might as well use a command ability that I forgot last time and make them immune to Battle Shock.
Nice. Did you really have that and forgot to use it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's got that.
It didn't matter. You did nothing fled.
Nothing fled, but yeah, that could have been potentially catastrophic.
Yeah.
Movement now. The ogres here are going to start trucking it up the field because I need them to come help. Now my butcher is going to run. 6 plus another cocked. 5. More than enough. I'm going to just tuck him into cover here. Firebelly is going to move around the plague furnace, staying within 3. Or just out of 3, I guess. The rest of these ogres forming a protective circle around that plague furnace. Nobody's going to come hurt him. Shooting phase, Firebelly picks a unit within 6, and on a 3-up it causes D3 mortal wounds. So let's go for the plague furnace. 4 up to cause some mortal wounds. Getting it, and D3 mortal wounds into the plague furnace for 1. You're down to what now? 8. Getting there. Over to charges. It is 9 inches for the ogres here to be able to make contact against anything. So let's see if they can make it. With a 7, that's a big no. Regular unit of ogres here, same thing. Going to be 3 inches to make it in. 9's enough. Making it in, no problem. Now for the Firebelly, see if he can make his charge. The 6-inch charge, I think I got options. Realizing he's a coward, doesn't want to go anywhere near the scary stuff here until the Iron Guts have killed it, he's going to go this way instead. Right on to combat now. I'm going to opt to have the Iron Guts go first, because I think they're the things that are most likely to die this turn. So we will pile in and pile in. Big old Vermin Lord's what I'm the most scared of. I've got a grand total of 7 attacks. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to sling them all into the Vermin Lord still.
Okay.
So with Bellowing Tyrant, I am still going to be hitting on a 3-up now. Solid. And then I'm wounding the Vermin Lord on a 3-up. Oh, that's pretty good.
How many?
-1 Ren, so yeah, you got to be a 5-up save. You make at least 3 to live.
No.
Not quite. Just enough to kill off the Vermin Lord. Plague Furnace up next. I have no idea what this thing does.
I'm going to swing the sensor first. I choose a point within 3 inches of the model.
Okay.
Everything within 2 inches of that takes a number of mortal wounds depending on the amount of damage on the furnace.
Gotcha. So you're able to place in, such a spot to not hit your own.
Yep.
And hit mine. So on a 4-up against the Firebelly.
Yep. Nope. And against the other ogres. Nope. That was
a little lackluster. Is that all the attacks it has, or does it have the crew?
It's got a couple. It's got some rusty wheels and spikes and the staff. So
swinging with the rider on top, the staff, hitting on
force
into the Firebelly.
Yep.
You got 2 hits.
Wounding on 3s. One wounding below.
Yep.
Do D3 if it gets through. No Ren.
No Ren, so I get a 5-up save still.
Yep.
Nope. D3 damage to him.
2.
Then D6 rusty wheels and spikes. 3. Into the. I assume they're in the Firebelly, right?
Yeah, same guy. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
3 and 3s. Let's see what we got. 3 hits. 2 wound rolls. Same thing. 5-up save. Pass 1, fail 1.
So he takes 3 wounds.
Ugh. I thought it was 3 damage. I thought the way you said it was 3 damage on the spikes.
Yeah,
it was
I
terrifying.
realized that after I said it out loud.
So let's swing now with the unit of Ogors. I am going to put 4 of their attacks into the furnace, and the other 2 are going to go into the Ratman. 2 ogres swinging into the Ratman, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Let's see what we can do. So we have got 3 hits so far. These are wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Oh.
See if I can reroll.
Come on, 2.
Nope.
So
that's 4 damage total.
Cool.
Rest of the swings into the furnace now. Same thing, hitting on 4s. I get to reroll 1s, and hopefully that helps a lot because I rolled a ton of them. Dropping dice. Definitely salvages a pretty terrible swing with 3 hits.
Ooh.
Wounding on 3s, getting the reroll of 1s because I charged. Oh, okay, that works. And then Fern's got what, a 5-up save?
Yeah, a 4.
Or 4-up. Okay.
So how many got through?
3 4-up saves coming up. So just 2 damage. Furnace is down to 6. Guin's going to have these Plague Monks pile in and swing next, trying to, I assume, maximize attacks into that fire belly, maybe kill him off.
Yeah, I can only get 3 guys on him though.
2 able to swing into the fire belly, so starting off with the blades, looking for 4s and 4s.
To make that legit, they've got us cocked to reroll.
Yeah, that's 6. That's pretty good. That's 6. 1 wounding hit, and then I'm looking for a 5 up to save. Getting it.
And 4s and 5s for the swow stabs.
2 hits.
1
wound. Same thing, show me that 5 up save. No, take another wound.
Attacks and
Same thing, you should be able to... Yeah, you only got the 2 that can make it in,
this
right?
one can hit with his woe staff. It's a 2-inch range.
Okay.
But so 4 feet of distance.
These were, yeah, they're definitely hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
And then they're wounding on 4s?
Yep. Oh, actually, I'm going to roll for my Great Destroyer. I missed it at the beginning, but I'm going to do it now.
No, doesn't matter anyways.
What did I say? 4s.
3 attacks with the staff now. 4s, and then 5s.
Nothing.
Fire Belly making its swings now, hitting the... What do I want to hit? You know what? Let's try to hit the furnace. I'm going to hit on 4s, wound on 3s. And roll 2 2s and miss. Over to the sensor bearers now. Going to pile in. Everybody gets their swings into the remaining 2 Iron Guts. Rolling for Great Destroyer on the... Nope.
No.
That's one that I hardly ever seems to go off on that.
Yeah. 5, 6. They've got the command.
Right. Okay, so you are going to be hitting me on...
4 is rerollable.
Okay.
Because of the Plague Monks nearby.
Good. See if you can convert the rest to hits. Getting a couple more in the reroll. Wounding on 2s because Wither's still up. Solid.
8.
Get my 3 up Space Marine save. Okay, so I am on a 4 up save then. Failing 3. That's enough to kill off the 1 and put 3 wounds remaining onto the unit champ. That is the end of the turn. Battle Shock. I think the only ones I gotta worry about it are the Plague Monks over here. They lost, what, 4?
How many are left?
6.
6, yeah, they lost 4.
What's the bravery?
1 not to lose anymore.
Bravery 5, so D6 minus 1 are gonna flee. Losing another 3. Sorry, losing 1 more because it's actually minus 1 bravery because of my bellower in the unit of ogres there.
Cool.
End of the turn, scoring points. I'm going to get another 5, so it puts me off to a pretty early advantage. I think you're going to have to work hard to try to table me at this point. Rolling for priority, turn 3. We'll start with Chaos roll.
5.
Can't see it sitting in there. 5.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what Destruction can roll. A 5, so there's a reroll. A little tense. Destruction is going to reroll to a 6. Destruction is going to take turn 3 top. Hero phase, we're going to start off. The General is going to make this unit immune to Battle Shock. I am then going to go for Bellowing Tyrant, see what the range on it is. 1, not actually close enough to put it on anybody, so nobody's getting the bonus to hit at least. And let's go into some casting. Try to put a Mystic Shield over onto that unit of ogres there. Show me a 5. 3 won't get it. And then over here, I got a couple options, but I think I am going to go ahead and go for a Bolt into your Furnace. And show me a 6 to cast. Double 1s. Movement now. Oh, sorry, I gotta do the move for these guys. D6 move, because they are close enough to the Butcher. 2 inches. Just went ahead and moved them up 8, because, well, they moved the 2 plus 6 in the movement phase. Now, the little bit of shooting I have, we're gonna go with the Fire Belly, trying to take a shot on a 4 up into your Plague Furnace. See if he can get it, cause mortal wounds. He does. D3 mortal wounds on the Plague Furnace. For 2, bringing it down to 4 wounds remaining. Over to charges, I only got 1 unit that can really charge. The ogres there are going to go 8 inches. Ending the charge like so. I think for combat I'm still going to opt to have my Iron Gut Pylon and swing first. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s because Bellowing Tyrant is not up anymore. Getting 2 hits, and then 3s to wound. That's 1 wounding hit. They don't have a save, right?
No.
So that's 3 gone.
5 up under predictable destruction for the demon.
Yep.
Actually gets it.
Starting off with the flail, 2s and 2s. They all hit anyways. Wounding on 2s.
So those 2 were good.
Yep, and then reroll that one for the one that's cocked there. So it's 3 hits.
Rend of -1.
-1 rend puts me at a 6-up save. Gonna
Catch
pass.
one of them.
Yep, and then 2
damage
going through.
each.
So it's 4 damage. That's enough to just kill somebody off. We'll say it was this ogre here. Now the bile sword swinging in, 3s to hit. Whoa, 3s to wound. All wounded with a -2 rend. I'm not going to get any save out of that, so they're just D3 damage each.
So 4, 5.
5. So it's going to kill off another one and put a wound onto the last regular one. Next, I'm going to have the ogres here pile in and just everybody's attacking that furnace.
Yeah.
Looking for 4s to hit, re-rolling 1s. See if I can convert some. And I convert 2 of them. These are all wounding on 3s. No reroll because I didn't charge this turn. Pretty solid. 4-up save on the plate furnace. That's enough getting through at 2 damage apiece that it's going down. Little guy's going to swing now on a 5 or 6. You're going to get the -1 to hit. Yep, you're going to get +1 to hit.
So 2 attacks, 3s and 3s.
3s to hit. Yeah, 2 hits, and then 3s to wound. 2 wounding hits. What's the rend?
-1 rend.
So I'm on a 6-up save. Pass 1, fail 1.
1 damage.
Just single damage, so bringing him down to 2. Firebelly's gonna go swinging into the rats in front of him. 4s and 3s. That's 2 hits. 3s to wound. That's 1 wounding hit. -1 rend and D3 damage. So just 1 kills off 1 more rat. 2 rats here swinging into the Firebelly. Starting off
Unpredictable
hitting.
destruction.
Yep. Doesn't work. And then you are looking for 4s and 4s. Only 1 hit so far.
Nothing.
Doesn't wound. And then the 2 stabs.
4s and 5s.
Alrighty. 1 hit. Fails to wound. Go over here for the swings from the ogres. So the standard bearer obviously swinging straight ahead, and the other 3 into the great and clean one. Standard bearer first. 3 swings, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. That's 2 hits. And then wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Because I did make the charge. 5-up save. Pass 1, fail 1, so 2 damage onto him.
Cool.
Swinging with the rest of the ogres now into that great unclean one. Needing 4s to hit. Rerolling 1s, but that's a really solid hit. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Because I made the charge. 6 4-up saves. Only failed 2, so that's 4 damage. So you got to take 4 dice and do the blubber and bile. You get to ignore wounds and mortal wounds on a 5-up. 6, you do a wound back. So it is going to be a mortal wound back onto my unit, and you're going to go ahead and take 3 damage.
Cool.
We got to do some battle shock now. So this unit here, I think they're bravery was 5.
3, yeah.
D6 minus 2 are going to flee. That's the unit. Bravery over here. Roll a 2, so they're okay. They're hanging out. They're confident with their chances. End of the turn, the ogres are technically holding every point on the board. That gets me another 9 points.
Is it turn 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to Guin's turn. Chances are you probably won't be able to get me, but let's do some swings and see if you can kill some ogres. Hero phase, your Plague Priest is going to use the book.
Plague Tome.
Okay, Plague Tome. Tome's a book.
So anyone attack, until your next hero phase, you can reroll failed units
Wound rolls?
Wound rolls made against that unit.
Okay, so basically, until your next hero phase, you can reroll failed wound rolls against the ogres there.
Yeah.
Great Unclean One automatically heals D3 wounds. Gonna get 2 wounds back and go up to 9. Plague Priest is going to go to cast Pestilent Breath onto the ogres there. What's it cast on?
It's not a casting. It's a
it's a
prayer. So it goes in a 3-up.
All right, let's see if you get it.
Yeah.
You do.
So I'm gonna put it back here. It's another 2-inch. Everything within it on a 4-up takes a D3. Oh, it can't hurt things with Nurgle.
Yeah. Okay. So not able to hurt anything with Nurgle. So what was in a 4-up things?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna take more of the wounds.
Nope.
Ogres are safe for now.
It's also got a.
Now the Great Unclean One's going to go cast Arcane Bolt against the ogres. It definitely hits. Need to roll high to unbind that. Not high enough. So D3 mortal wounds to the ogres. 3 mortal wounds. Enough to kill off this one. And do 2 more mortal wounds over here. Jump back a second. I just realized I forgot to roll Battle Shock on the ogres there. So the Bravery 6, they had lost 2 in the previous turn. So D6 minus 4 are going to flee. Okay. Everything balances out. Nobody actually fled. Movement phase. The 2 rats here are going to retreat. They're going to run 6 plus another 4 for a 10-inch move.
Or maybe.
Yeah, might get you close enough to be able to take that. Yeah, definitely. Priest is going to retreat and run 6 plus another 1 for a 7-inch move.
Not enough.
Enough to start trucking over here. D6 attacks. We're into the shooting phase now, so you're using
Noxious
the
bile.
Ugh. So that's only 2. 3 up to hit. So we've got 1 hit, and then they're what, 2 up to wound?
Right now it is a 2-up rerollable because of the book I used.
And
Minus
getting it.
2 rend.
Yep, minus 2 rend, so can't save that at all, and they're just 1 damage apiece. So this ogre is down to 1 wound remaining.
Cool.
Great Unclean One's swinging now, starting off with the flail, hitting on 3s. The only 1 hit, unfortunately. Wounds on, it was a 3, right?
Yeah, 2s, I think.
Yeah. Minus 1 rend puts me at a 6-up save. And I don't get it. It's 2 damage on that. So that's enough to kill off this ogre. And the standard bearer will get down to 3 wounds remaining. Sword attacks now, hitting on 4s. You definitely got 2 hits out of that. And these wound on 3, I believe. 3 up to wound. 2 wounding hits, minus 2 rend. I got no saves against that. D3 damage apiece. So it's going to do 4 damage total. Kill off this ogre and put this one down to 3 wounds remaining. 4 swings coming in now, hitting that Great Unclean One on 4s. Rerolling 1s, but not going to make a difference. Oh, there was 1-1. The one that took off. These wound on 3s, no reroll because I didn't charge this turn. So that's 1 wounding hit onto the Great Unclean One. Starting off with a 4-up save. And making it. Losing 3 ogres, bravery is down to basically 3. So D6 minus 3 are going to flee. Yeah, he's out of here. No bueno. End of the turn, Guin taking back her home objective and also getting onto my home objectives to score, it's a grand total of 5 points. End of the turn, the score is 19 for the ogres and 8 for Clan Pestilens. So we got 2 more turns to go, but Gwen and I kind of talked it over.
Well, yeah, it's kind of inevitable.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to be relatively easy for me to kill off those 2 Skaven. And I can keep him tied up back there probably long enough to not do much of anything. So it is going to be a destruction victory. Awkward left-handed handshake. Good game. Set up the camera, do a quick little post-game chat for you folks. Time for a little post-game chat. Obviously, Guin did not take a super competitive list, but we had talked a bunch, and because you haven't played against the ogres a whole lot or at all, right?
I mean, I had a good idea of what they could do, but I just wish Pestilence was a little bit better. I love the fluff for them. I love Skaven and Pestilens.
Yeah, definitely pretty cool. So what's your first impression of the ogres then?
My first impression, I think they made an impression on my
Yeah.
on my my Skaven.
Definitely, especially against something that doesn't have saves.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I got into combat, I didn't realize that those plague monks didn't have any kind of a save at all. Because that is just the dream for the ogres.
There was that second turn where you got... I could have had 2 turns in a row.
Yep.
And I actually think that had that gone in my favor, those 5 sensor bearers, with your iron guts cleared
huge
out,
damage,
would have been able to keep doing huge damage, and I might have still been in play. But losing that made it just the double turns for the ogres against things that would save.
Yeah, and I mean the stars kind of aligned for me for this scenario too. Being able to run up the flanks that quick and grab objectives off the bat, and you're not going to get to them. You just didn't have enough different units.
I thought from the beginning maybe I could push through the middle, but I just didn't have enough momentum.
Again, that's how the ogres play. It's a pretty brutal army. Every time I lose with them, I lose overwhelmingly. Like somebody just beats the tar out of them. And once you start doing damage to the iron guts and reduce the amount of attacks, then that can really sway the battle.
I wonder if I should have fed... I pushed everything in on the iron guts. I wonder if I should have fed the second unit of plague monks in after the sensor bearers. So sensor bearers go in, they get killed, and the plague monks get buffed up, and then they go in. So
yeah.
1, 2...
Because, even though, I mean, normally you want that overwhelming force, but you probably weren't going to kill the Iron Guts anyways that turn. Mm-hmm. And, that just meant that they got another turn swinging against
you. And even 2 would be enough to wipe out a good chunk of that unit.
Right, well, because depending on how you had charged, you can kind of mitigate how I get my pylons. That tends to be the best way, because even though it's a 2-inch reach, if you can hit them, if I've got them spread out like I kind of did, if you can hit them on each flank, so the guys in the middle can't pylon and get their swings, hopefully, then that can make a big difference. But overall, as always, viewers, any rules, mistakes, leave them in the comments below. You can always shoot me an email at josh@miniwargaming.com. One thing I've noticed, because I've said in pretty much all my videos, like I love people sending in conversions and stuff like that. I've not seen a ton of Age of Sigmar conversions. I don't know how active the converting community is for Age of Sigmar, but if you got any cool converted models, send me some pictures. That's what I do in my downtime on my break, as I go through viewer emails and check out some cool models. So anyways, guys, hope you're enjoying the content. Leave some comments, leave some love below. And as always, happy wargaming.